my first show. It's called An Open Letter on Life because that's what I want my series to be about. Honestly, like a lot of things that I've been through, a lot of things that I've struggled with myself, experienced. I want to be able to share those experiences with people. I don't look for pity when I talk. I don't look for pity when I tell people these things. I don't look for people to sympathize for me, but I do put it out there because I want people to understand what I've been through and hopefully it helps them in the future. That's my goal. So I put it as an open letter on life because it's always changing. I'm not saying that I know all the answers myself, but I hope it can help somebody and that we can make these changes together. So today is a bit personal of a topic for me. Um, I just wanted to talk about taking L's. So right off the rip, I'm about to start with some heat for y'all. Like for real. Like I don't care if you're broken, tired, or if it's not how it should have been. You needed that L. Like for real. Like you needed that L in life. Like it doesn't matter if you were happy. It doesn't matter if life was supposed to go this way, that way, whatever. In all honesty, you needed it. It's for the greater version of you. One thing you have to take into account and understand yourself, whether you're religious or not. But life and God sends the toughest tests to the people who He wants to be the strongest. And He does that for you to be able to find your purpose. He does that for you to be able to help others in their times of need. Someone needs to be the changing factor in their family tree, and let that be you. So, no matter how painful it can be, like, it's okay. Take the time, stop for a minute, stop for however long it takes. Be alive, be present, feel that pain. But don't forget to empathize with yourself and embrace the opportunity that comes with it. And a lot of things when I tell y'all, like, I'm talking to myself. Like, I've been through a lot of pain and I've held on to it. You know, I understand these things probably better than a lot of people that I know, yet I struggle with them the most at the same exact time. It's okay. Like, feel that pain, be present, take a day, take a week, take a month, take 6 months. Don't hold it in. Because holding on to anger and pain is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Like, that's just what it is. You can't do that. That's a quote from Mike Tyson, by the way. Holding on to anger and pain is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Feel it, understand it, empathize for yourself, let it out, cry if you have to, and embrace the opportunity. Like, for real. Another thing I just want to bring up to y'all is like, pain is just a part of life. Like, you have to understand that you learn more from losses than you do from when you win. You learn way more from losses than you do from wins. What does this mean? Like, you got to think of it as complacency. Imagine if no one in your entire life, imagine if no one on the entire world took L's. Like, they never got fired, they never, got sad, mad, whatever. Imagine if everybody lived this perfect bubble of a life, there would be like no definition of perfect. You know, you don't have the opportunity to win if you don't have the opportunity to lose. So it all goes like at the same time and at the same accord. It's all about perspective when it comes to a lot of these things. Like, you got to be able to look at them in that fashion. You got to be able to understand what's going on and literally level up from it. how do these things like kind of happen? One thing is expectations. You got to protect yourself, protect your mindset, your mental. Misplaced expectations lead to disappointment. Like, that's just factual. Once you expect from other people and they don't deliver, or expect on certain scenarios and those things don't come true, you're setting yourself up for failure. You literally can't get ahead of yourself, because the moment you do, you're going to set yourself up for hurt. You can plan ahead, but you have to also understand that it's life. You are a particle in life. Life happens. You know, it doesn't just go the way that you want it to. You're a part of a moving machine. It's full of unexpected turns, events, craziness, happiness, sadness. Things could get better, things could get worse. But the moment you place those expectations on different moments, different people, different scenarios, and they don't come true, it can literally come crashing down. You have to understand that these are things that also happen for you and not to you. Like, a lot of these things, they're opportunities for you to grow. And these processes are more natural than you think. A lot of people are like, why me? Why is this happening? But you have to be able to understand and kind of gain a higher sense that it's a part of life. It's natural. And once you gain that perspective, it gets a lot easier, because every time you plan, you're kind of ready for those things not to go that way. And in turn, you're ready to learn from it. So I'm going to put you onto a small idea right now. You know, a lot of people have the assumption, they have the idea, you know, the premonition that they say when it rains, it's automatically, they say it's bad weather. But that's not necessarily true. It's just a part of the process of the world. And sure, it may be gloomy, even if you want to say it's bad weather. It's absolutely necessary to nourish the rest of the earth. It's a part of the cycle. You know, I say it sometimes, there's no rainbow without the rain. This is similar. You need these things to knock you down, to lead to pick-me-ups, to lead to greatness, right? Imagine everyone was on a level playing field. Nothing would be different. When you climb one mountain, you see another mountain that's higher, right? But guess what happens? You have to go down. You got to go down that mountain to go back up the next one. You see greater goals. You see greater strength within yourself afterwards. You see greater things. So these are all just type of things that you have to understand. That not all L's are L's. They're actually blessings in disguise. Turn your L's into lessons. Once you can understand that idea, gain that perspective on the situations, you won't take things so personally, and that's when you truly start to level up your life. Like, that's just how it is. Something else, if you really want to be honest with yourself, if I said anything that hurts your feelings, if you found anything in here that like cuts deep, If you hear anything anywhere that cuts deep, like literally think to yourself, whatever triggers you is actually revealing that you haven't healed from that. So if you ever find a moment where you're triggered, when someone says something, when someone does something, deep down there's a cut somewhere that hasn't been healed. So think to yourself what happened and work on fixing it. There's a lot of things out there that people go through that they don't come out from. The L's that are sent to you in life are made for you to level up. You just need to train your mind to be in the right state of mind to see that perspective and deal with it in an appropriate manner, in an adult fashion, in a mature way. And like I said, I'm not denying what's happened to you. I think when you go through those things, feel it. Literally feel it. Cry it out. Talk it out. Don't hold it in. Don't hold it in. Whatever you do, do not do that. Find someone. You always got me. I'm always available to listen as well. And learn from it. See that perspective. And level on up.